What is going on, guys? I am very sore today. I played basketball last night for like 3 hours and I'm getting old, but man, I enjoy playing. But anyways, today I'm excited because I actually just got my loop deck in. This is a great tool for editing. I haven't actually used it yet. I'm just excited to save time. Anything that can save me time editing, I am excited about because I want to spend more time filmmaking and thinking about my films and less time sitting in front of a computer, and this is supposed to save you lots of time. And so I'm excited for color correcting with this, even just using this as a shuttle to scrub through my timelines. As you know, I don't use bins, I use timelines. So this could really help speed things up. And today, talking about speeding things up, my video is going to speed up a lot of people's editing time. A lot of editors, I hope, will thank me for it because it's about being better shooters and shooting better footage and leaving less content to have to work through in your edit. So if you want to hear about that tutorial, just skip ahead to this time, because right now I am going to do the giveaway for the Meze Audio headphones. I've been talking about this for weeks and it's time to pick a winner. And I actually just did the randomized thing and I picked the winner. So, drum roll please. The winner is Glenn Upgraded. Thank you. You are the winner. Glenn Upgraded as opposed to Glenn Downgraded. Did you upgrade recently, Glenn? Did something happen in your life? Well, I think you just did actually. You got these headphones. So, congratulations, Glenn. I saw you had your email, so I'll shoot you an email, get you connected with the guys over at Meze Audio, and they'll be sending you a brand new pair of these. And what's cool is each pair is one of a kind. It's all real wood, and so there is no pair of headphones that is the same as another one, kind of like snowflakes. I don't know what I'm talking about, but these are awesome. And you got a pair, Glenn. But anyways, let's get into these tips. I don't even know what I'm called this video today, but maybe it's stop shooting bad video. Yeah, that's maybe what I'll call it. Stop shooting bad video, but let's talk about that. Okay, I'm doing this video today kind of on behalf of all the editors out there. And where this video came from is I was editing a highlight video of an event that my church did, and I was asked to edit it. I didn't actually shoot the footage. And I saw a couple just real simple mistakes that were made again and again and again and again by the shooters. And it made for a really terrible editing process because there was so much unusable footage. And I know these shooters, I won't say their names, I know they're much better than this. And so I just wanted to talk about a few real simple things that will change your shooting. It'll save you hours in editing, and it'll make the editing process and the whole filmmaking process a lot better for you, a lot better for your editor, a lot better for your client. It'll just save you gigabytes so you don't have all this useless footage on your hard drives. It's just super simple. I'm really passionate about this because they're so avoidable. So enough talk. I want to talk about just a few ways to improve your shooting, your storytelling, your highlight videos, whatever you're doing. You might be wondering why I'm outside, because I have an office and I should be filming in there, but I'm actually just about to go to set. I'm about to go DP something and I have to squeeze in these YouTube videos whenever I can. But anyways, my first tip is don't shoot to find things to shoot. And what I mean by that is don't put your camera up to your face if you're filming a highlight video, if you're filming a wedding or even a documentary, and try to find shots. Don't just walk around with your camera recording hoping to find stuff. Go find stuff that is good enough to film. And this is where, as a cameraman, you can kind of put on a director's hat and do a bit of directing. It's super simple. Just find something that's happening and capture it. So for example, this highlight video that I did for my church's 5th birthday, I went out front, and rather than just filming people standing around in front of the venue, I interacted with the people a bit. I asked them, hey, can you wave to me? Can you show the number 5 because it's 5 years? It was so simple. It was kind of just stupid, but it worked. It worked for the video. I wasn't walking around shooting to find stuff. I was finding things to shoot. I interacted a little bit with the people who were there, and it really helped. So take, for example, this shot here with the band running down the hallway. They were actually never gonna do that, but I asked them, hey guys, do you mind running out of the change room and just smiling at the camera while you run down the hallway? And it created a really nice moment before they actually got on stage. It helped the video build up to that moment. Whereas if I didn't ask them to do anything, I probably would have just peeked into their dressing room and seen them, I don't know, eating granola bars or red M&Ms or whatever bands do, and it wouldn't have been anything special. So you as a cameraman, you as just a filmmaker, you can ask people to do just a little something special on your camera and make sure it looks natural, but it goes a long way. It can really help what would otherwise be a boring video.
you have the right and you have the power as the filmmaker to ask someone to do something again. And if you're in a situation where your client's like, hey, don't talk to anyone, or maybe you're shooting a live event where you can't interact with them, at least look around and anticipate something happening. If you see people unloading a truck, get in a good position for them to do the same thing. And you can always ask someone, hey, do you mind doing that again? Or if they tell you to screw off, well, then you tried. And you can say you tried and you know you tried. But just make sure you're finding stuff that's worthwhile to shoot. Number 2 is hold your shots. And now you've heard me say this before in other videos. It's just count to 10 when you're recording. Even if the action has finished, you want to give the editor options at the end of the video to actually choose where they cut. Now, the minimum I would say is 5 seconds, but try to get 10 seconds of usable footage. And by usable footage, I don't mean from the time you hit record to when you stop. I mean actual usable footage. So what was happening with the footage that I was just editing, that I was complaining about at the beginning, is the cameraman would hold the camera up. After they hit record, they would start finding their focus, they would start finding their exposure, they would make all their camera adjustments, and then there would be like 2 seconds in the middle that were maybe usable, and then they would hit record off. It's so frustrating because the whole shot is practically useless. Now there is times when you can't control the action and maybe something is unfolding in front of you that you can't control and you just gotta hit record and find your settings. That happens, but there's lots of times when you have the opportunity to hold your camera up and for just 2-3 seconds, nail your exposure, nail your focus, then hit record. Then the editor is gonna have great stuff to use and it's gonna make you look better. And maybe you're the one editing it. Then you're not frustrated with the crap that you shot. Just make sure to get your camera settings and hold your frickin' shot. Just hold the shot. Hold the shot. Count to 10. Just hold your shots. And my third tip is get an opening and closing shot. Just find something that establishes where you are and find an ending shot. Find something that's really epic that shows the end of the video, that shows the event that you're filming, finishing up, even if it's just some people waving to the camera goodbye. Something that gives purpose to the end of your video so it's not just some random, uneventful, underwhelming shot at the end of your video. You as a videographer, when you get there, start thinking, what is my opening shot and what is my closing shot? So for this highlight video that I did for my church, I just got a shot of the flag. It says C3 Church, that's the church I go to, establishes where we are, right away we know we're at Massey Hall, there's the opening. And then the last shot I got, I tried to get the widest shot possible of the entire space. And that's kind of just typically what I do for an end shot, is I find, what's the widest shot? What's the shot that shows the place big and massive so that we know where we were and what happened. Just find an opening and closing shot. Also too, just wanted to give a brief intermission to show you this, whatever this is. Like, I know it's Christmas decorations, but it still felt like Halloween looking at that thing. And I'm trying to figure out if they have that all year long, but whatever, to each their own. Merry Christmas. Number 4 is review your footage. If throughout the day, just click play on the back of your camera and just scroll through a couple of your shots. See if you're actually getting good stuff. See if you're getting all of the same shots. See if you're missing wide establishing shots or maybe some shots of people smiling. And also too, this is a great time where if you have a useless shot that was terrible and was out of focus and you were finding the camera settings, delete it. Be bold and delete it. Believe that you're gonna get better footage than you had. Just delete it. Now some people are like, don't delete anything. I say delete it. If it's crap, then you're not gonna use it. If you look at the back of your screen and on that tiny screen, you're like, oh, this is useless. Chances are it's gonna be useless on a big screen and no one's gonna wanna watch that and your editor will thank you. Again, if it's you, you'll thank yourself. So delete your bad shots, review your footage, get an idea of where you're at in your filmmaking. And this is a great time too to review your shots and look at your shot list. Oh, and what's that? You didn't have a shot list. Yeah, you should have a shot list if you're going out to film a recap video. Even if it's just saying beginning, middle, and end, people smiling, shots of this event happening. If you get a run of show from whoever's running the event to know what's happening when, you need a shot list and you need to be reviewing your footage to know if you're landing on everything that's on your shot list. And so I'm sorry if I sound passionate or sarcastic about this, but I've made these mistakes in the past and I still do. I don't always hold the shots as long as I should. Sometimes I'm not shooting everything on my shot list. I get too casual about it. But these are really simple tips and they're not about, transitions or the best lens to use or what gimbal to use. I don't care if you have a gimbal. I don't care if you have a nice lens. If you're not following these few tips, your coverage of the event is gonna suck. and your edit's gonna suck. Your edit's gonna feel like it's just a series of random shots. There's gonna be no storytelling. It's so simple. Getting an establishing shot, getting a finishing shot, getting some shots of people doing stuff in the middle of what happened, and aiming to do a 60-second recap video. Recap video should never be longer than 60 seconds unless they have people talking about the event. But yeah, these are just some simple tips, and they'll totally change the way you shoot, and it will help your editor, and they'll be very, very happy. So I hope these tips helped. Congratulations again to our winner for the headphones. I'm gonna try and get one more video in before Christmas, or maybe it'll be over the Christmas break. I don't know, kind of try to be around family during Christmas as much as I can. But I do want to talk about more cinematography coming up. I've been designing a couple videos that are gonna be like the cinematographer's guidebook on set, talking about the theory of being a cinematographer, then also some of the practical stuff, what tools I personally use on set. Been using some new lights that I absolutely love. I'm very excited to talk about them for you guys. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I rarely say this, but make sure to subscribe if you haven't. And yeah, have a very, 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 very Merry Christmas. And I'll see you guys in the next one.